I think peppermint is second only to lavender in the amount of research that's been done on it.
Wow.
Okay.
Because it is, it's huge in the industry, a lot of cosmetics. So people have known about peppermint for a long time, but they haven't really understood kind of the science behind it and why purity is so important when you're looking at biological benefits, right? So the main kind of research that's out there, digestive, of course, that's a lot of times where people's minds go when they think about peppermint, digestive health. And it's true, there's a lot of great research on that for peppermint. And then there's some newer stuff that's coming out where they're looking at the aromatherapy of it. And they're finding it's really good for focus, memory retention. When I was doing my doctorate, this little baby was by me on the desk, so I would smell it as I studied. And then when I was taking tests, I would smell it again when I was taking the test. I kid you not, it was miraculous.
Oh my God.
This is perfect because it's almost back to school for the kids.
Back to school.
Yeah.
I know. We have this going at our homework table, we call it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. Tell us how you use peppermint. How are you using it in your everyday life?
Yeah. So I'm a huge fan of peppermint tea. And
so is this guy.
I love to throw a drop in there because it feels like it just supercharges it. And so that's kind of my nightly routine is I love me some peppermint tea. But here's a hack that I absolutely love. I take some peppermint and I put it in a glass spray bottle and I keep it in the fridge, right? And I use that in 3 pretty awesome ways.
Okay.
It's great for when you're hot.
Okay.
You spray it on the back of your neck. You go out running, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So if it's hot out there.
Yeah, we should have done that. Why didn't we have a bottle?
Can.
Yeah.
It's like 100 degrees out there. You spray it on and it's like this instant beauty. And if you have the cold water too, man, it's amazing.
Awesome.
So I use it that way. I'll spray it around my baseboards, keep the ants and the spiders kind of at bay.
Okay.
I don't love the smell of it, but it's a natural way to kind of protect my house and it smells amazing.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
And I love it in my hair because it's really good for kind of that hair health.
You're blowing my mind.
I know.
I've never heard this.
Yes, I use it, so I'll spray it in and kind of, scrunch it up, put it on my scalp, rub it in a little bit.
I told you this.
No, it wasn't peppermint, was it?
Yeah, look at my hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's the testimony, the walking testimony.
I've never heard peppermint in hair. I'm going to try it tonight.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Very
It makes your
cool.
head feel so just nice and cool and tingly too.
Oh
Can I ask you a question about the first? So it cools you down when it's super hot outside. A lot of times people have this thought that it's sensitive to sunlight or it could, like some oils, right?
Yeah.
Peppermint's not one of them.
No. Usually we find that in some of the citruses.
Right.
Yeah. So in that case, if you're mixing it with a citrus, that's when you'd want to be, okay, this is an inside kind of a spray. But yeah, peppermint is great. I'll use it. I like to go out running, so this is a great one. There's actually some studies that show it can help enhance your exercise as well.
Oh, we just hit the gym.
Yeah,
You're in the gym.
because it's good for your respiratory health.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, there you go.
They're using it right now.
Yes.
I'm feeling good
And I
already.
can just smell it and already, it's just this uplifting, wonderful, invigorating aroma.
Yeah. Gosh, that's some good information you just dropped. That's very helpful. Is there anything else about peppermint that like the average person wouldn't know? I feel like you've got this like inside of peppermint. Is there anything that would be fun to know? Not necessarily how to use, but just behind the scenes of all this.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're gonna say, okay, I want to use peppermint oil, and you walk into the store and grab some off the shelf, you're most likely getting a synthetic. I'll just say that.
Okay.
And most of the synthetic essential oil components based on petroleum.
Oh.
Gross, right?
Yeah, very
That's not what
gross.
you want to put in your body.
Yeah.
So this is part of the reason why I'm so passionate about doTERRA, especially, because they are the ones that are pioneering this purity, this focus on, come on, let's make sure what we're putting in and on and around our bodies is something that's natural. It's something that nature intends. That's really where we're going to get the benefit.
On the way over, we noticed it said minty, fresh, and herbaceous. Tell us what herbaceous is.
Yes, that's where you get this little note of kind of green undertones.
Okay.
Like you're walking through a field, like you're smelling the plants. And that is one of the things I think that sets doTERRA's apart, because it's not just the one note that you'd get in a synthetic or over the counter where it's just the menthol.
Yeah.
You're also having all these other components, and those are important too. Essential oils are made by the plant, and they're made in specific combinations to work in specific ways. And time and again, scientists are finding that the single component of essential oils, even if it's the main one, It really works best in symphony with all the other stuff that's there.
Yeah, that's what we've been learning.
So,
Every oil we've been talking to experts about, it's like this beautiful layered, like, I don't want to say recipe, but it's just like this amazing combination of multiple layers for each oil, which sets us apart, I think.
Yeah, there's a depth there and a synergy there that you really can't get if you're doing something that's adulterated or impure.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Does peppermint specifically target like a pathway?
We know that peppermint specifically targets some of the TRP receptors, and those are partially responsible for us to feel cold. But we also know that it targets some of the smooth muscles in our bodies.
Oh.
And what we don't know yet, and what we're trying to find out, is what else does it do in the brain? Like what messages are being sent? We know it affects memory, cognition, focus. But those pathways we're still trying to discover.
We're going to unlock those.
Yeah.
We're going to
tuned.
unlock them. Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Thank you, Nicole.
This has been great.
Guys, this is
I could
so
chat with you
fun.
for hours.
I know,
I just
I could
want to
probably
know
chat for
everything.